Grace Cappy, Fairfield FFA. This is Ryan. Ryan owns Vintage Meadows, which is a family-owned farm that believes that healthy pastures lead to healthier food. They produce all kinds of organically grown products, including grass-fed beef and lamb, and pasteurized chicken and pork, along with a variety of other products. They also provide a co-op with other local farms to provide their consumers with as much fresh produce as possible. They do most of their sales through online sales and pickup. In fact, Ryan makes a weekly delivery in the Chicago area. His wife, Katrina, has a booth at the local farm market where she interacts with their customers. Needless to say, Ryan and Katrina's farm is part of the local food movement, and they are thriving. According to River Lynn, the local food movement can be described as people all across the nation promoting the value and benefits of consuming locally grown food. The local food movement began in the 70s when government funding shifted from farming to commodities like corn or soybeans. As a result, many farmers had to file for bankruptcy and big companies began buying the farmland. At the same time, globalization occurred. At this point, more food was being consumed and produced than ever before. People were able to get as much food as they wanted. However, because people were consuming so much, health implications began to take effect. As a result, people began searching for something new, a different alternative. Enter Vintage Meadows. 6 years ago, Ryan and his wife had a dream to serve their community with organically grown food. They have a Customer Appreciation Day each year where consumers come to the farm and can tour it, seeing how the food is leaving the farm and ending up on their dinner plate. They leave this with a positive view of the agricultural community because they have been exposed to responsible producers like Ryan and Katrina. At their farmers market booth, Katrina interacts every week with her customers. Regular customers eventually become close family friends that they laugh with, talk with, and sell their food to. Ryan has the opportunity to serve his friends by selling them healthy, nutrient-rich food, and they help him in his business as he embarks on this journey. In 2015, the amount of farmers markets in America increased by 380%. From 2008 to 2014, the local food industry grew from $5 billion to $12 billion. There is an increasing demand for locally grown food. As we learn more about what goes into our food, more and more people are looking at the labels of the food that they buy at the grocery store. Some of those people are going to Ryan and Katrina's Vintage Meadows and liking what they see in that food. The amount of information we have today is leading people to have the freedom to make their own decisions, and many people are deciding that locally grown food is the way to go for them. While not every farm can be a small farm like Ryan and Katrina's, they are allowing people a window into the agricultural community, a way to see how food is developed on a smaller scale. This is giving people a positive view of the ag industry and is helping everyone. In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, outbreaks in meatpacking plants have led to a break in the food chain. This is leaving farmers with hundreds of animals and nowhere to go. But Ryan and Katrina's farm has exploded. We have seen a 50% increase in sales since the outbreak, said Katrina. It's where we are a mom and pop farm, like from the 1950s or 40s, with no middleman. That's where our name comes from, Vintage Meadows. By excluding the middleman, Vintage Meadows has been able to continue to provide regular and new customers in the midst of this global crisis. Small farms are the backbone of our country during a crisis, she added. When you meet Ryan and Katrina, it is easy to see why their farm has been a success. They are humble and hardworking, earning every dollar. Not only this, they also contribute their own produce to local schools and families that are in need. They have taken the local food movement as a lifestyle and are able to help the community. As Americans learn more information about the food they consume, as they search for small local farms like Vintage Meadows and look for ways to support their local economies, they will find that small farms are a good option. Not only this, but the ag community can look to these farms as a way to help grow the public positive opinion of our industry. From the farm gate to the dinner plate, Ryan and Katrina's farm gives us a window into that experience.